Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Nightcap with Rhino Man. I am your host, Rhino Man. Excuse me, I was running. So today we have a special guest. She was learning from her first channel, and then she grew another channel really quick. So we're going to find out all about that. And we'll find out all about those details. But first, as I do, I have three questions for you. Do you know how your monetization tab works? One, do you understand it? Do you know what to do when you first get monetized? We're going to find out about that in today's episode. Two, are there too many slot channels in our niche? Think about it. YouTube's huge, but for our niche, are there too many slot channels? That's another question. And do you think other niches grow faster than slot channels? That's question number three. Sorry. That's question number three. Hey guys, you see across the top the banner? Today's channel supporter is Cindy A. Cindy A is a viewer that's always been in all of the lives that I have. She'll probably be in here a little bit later. Don't know where she's at right now, but she's definitely going to be in here. I really appreciate her support. Thank you for your support, Cindy A. Today, you are the channel supporter of this episode. Before we introduce our guest, I'm sure some of you have guessed who she is. However, she has multiple channels and she's grown them very quickly. The first one, not so fast, but she learned from that. And that's what I think this is all about. Learning and cutting down your learning curve. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to cut down your learning curve. If you have a second channel or you want to start a second channel, or if this is your first channel and you want it to grow, she's going to give us some tips to do that. Let's get her in. Before we do, I want to say hi to everybody that's in the chat. I see Vanessa in there. Hi, Vanessa. That's Chumba Queen's mom, I believe. James Spitzer. I hope it is anyway, or else I just gave you a new mom, Chumba. James Spitzer, Sister Yoshi, Yoshi Slots. Let's see who else is in here. James Spitzer, hey Chumba Queen, Rhino Man at work. Can't stay, but wanted to make sure I did. Well, I said hi. Anyway, hi James. Triple M Slots, thank you for coming in. A and B Slot Adventures. Spanglish Slots, thank you for coming in. Mount Miguel, thank you. I'm sure we're going to have more guests join us in a minute. However, let's get her on the show, have her introduce herself. Hey, Chumba.
Hey, Rhino.
Should I say mystery? Tiffany Mills Slot Channel, thank you for coming in. Sorry for the late start. I was running upstairs with my Coronas in hand, had to get this thing started. But Chumba, tell everybody about yourself, yes. The ones that know you and the ones that are going to watch this later. Go ahead.
Well, my name is Annette. Not many people know that. So there's that. I am Mystery Slots and Chumba Queen on YouTube, mostly Chumba Queen now. I am a mother of 5 beautiful children. I'm single, not ready to mingle. What do you want to know?
Well, that's a good start. and we're going to jump right into this really quick. I'm not sure if everybody on here knows that you had a channel called Mystery Slots. A lot of us do. A lot of us went back and checked it out, and you have some really funny videos on there. And I want to talk about that channel really quick. Mystery Slots, when did you start it?
I started that back in 2018.
Okay. And how did it come about? How did you start that channel, or why did you start that channel?
I think like almost everybody else, you start watching slots on YouTube and you're like, hey, why don't I do that? Right. So okay. That's kind of where I went with that. I was just a viewer and didn't know that there was slots on YouTube. Back in 2018, there wasn't that many slot channels like there are today, for sure. So, then I was like, I always wanted to be in the entertainment business, so that was kind of my way of getting myself out there, and I just started my channel and I did mystery slots.
Cool. Real Twinning Slots is in the house. Hey, pretty chumba. Dougie Slots is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Gamblers Unknowns in the house. Need a green screen so I could get out of all of you this show at once.
Snow.
But okay, so mystery slots, you started off, you were already gambling. You didn't know much about YouTube at the time. You just jumped in and started going.
I knew nothing at all. I just jumped in. So I'm at the Sharks.
Okay. So when you jumped in and you did all of your learning on mystery slots, and we'll get to Chumba and everything later. But tell us about that learning that you did on mystery slots. What were the struggles for you as a very first time creator and new person to YouTube? What were your struggles?
Well, I mean, my number one struggle is getting permission to record, but that's, not related to YouTube. But with mystery slots, I did learn a lot of what not to do and what to do. To me, it's all about consistency. So I learned on mystery slots, you have to come prepared with a plan on exactly what it is that you want to put out there. How often do you want to post videos? Are you ready to commit to daily posts or only weekly posts? And you want to keep that, consistent, just like you're watching TV.
So the comment on the screen is, you know me, thank you for coming in. Isn't it hard as a single mother to leave your kids for all of your trips out of town to go gambling?
It is hard, but I don't leave for a long periods of time. I leave once a month, and it's usually just a long weekend, 3-day weekend. So it's not too bad. My kids are getting older. I have my mom who helps me a lot, and it's not impossible.
Very cool. So mystery slots, what was the struggle like to get to 1K? Did you when you started out, did you think about, oh my God, I got to get to 1K? When you first started out, were you thinking, hey, I got to get this monetized. I want to make money at it. This is something I could do. I could gamble and get a little bit of cash to gamble with at the same time, or was it just I want to be out there and I want to put videos out?
No, I definitely had the goal of getting monetized. And in my opinion, my mistake was I was focusing on getting to the 1K first. And to me, it's you need 4,000 hours. That's a lot of hours, So if you're not posting and you're just trying to get subscribers, you're going to have a harder time getting those hours. And then once you hit that 1 year mark, YouTube starts taking back those hours. So you want to focus on getting those hours first. And that's where the consistency comes.
Lily Slots, thank you for coming in. As Lolo Slots found out, she was up to, I think, 2.5, 2.6K in subscribers.
She's a perfect example. Mm-hmm.
And she did not have her watch hours. And we were all pushing to get her watch hours. It was the end of the year, and she was right there. I think she got to the 4K, but it was like a day or two after the year. So they ended up taking what hours she earned in that month and rolling them back. So she got knocked off like 300-400 hours, and we had to go through the process.
Yeah.
Of watching
tough.
playlist.
Yeah. So, you definitely want to focus on your hours first before subscribers. The subscribers are going to come, but you want to focus on putting the content out there. You'll get your hours and you'll get your subscribers. Just focus on putting quality content out there consistently.
Okay. So how long did it take you to get to that 1K mark on Mystery Slot?
It took about the 1K. I don't know to be exact if the 1K, but when I got monetized, it took 9 months.
Okay. Real Twinning Slot said, we met both at the same time. It was so tough, so hard though. But there's two of you, Real Twinning, so you guys took a part for each other. So that's
I don't think it works that way.
It doesn't work that way.
I don't know.
So it took you 9 months to get fully monetized on YouTube with the subscribers and the hours.
Yes.
how long were you up on mystery slots, monetized, before you started to roll into another channel?
As far as subscribers?
As far as how long were you monetized?
Oh, time?
After you were monetized to the time you started Chumba Queen?
About a year.
About a year. So you had a year of monetization. More?
Yeah, a little more. Just under 2 years, I want to say. Yeah.
So during that period, you learned about monetization, what you have to do, how it worked. And I think a lot of viewers, including myself, after having a conversation with you regarding the watch hours, Gamblers Unknown says you need 10,000 watch hours and 10K in followers in 2 months. But I'm finding it's much easier on Facebook than more exposure. But during that time that you were monetized, did you start seeing revenue coming in on your channel?
On mystery slots, I did not like a whole lot because again, I was still learning on what to do. I didn't know what I know today. I thought, I need to go live and get super chats, and that's the way I make more money on YouTube. And today I don't believe the same. I don't. I think the videos is more. It's what pays you more.
Okay, fantastic. So now we're going to transition into a little bit of Chumba Queen. When you decided, hey, mystery slots, I'm gonna do something else. What triggered that thought process for you?
So it did, happen during COVID. We couldn't go to the casinos anymore, and I started playing Chumba Casino because as any gambler, you need to get your fix, right? So I started playing Chumba Casino and saw how much I was winning and killing it on there, and I was like, well, let me make another channel and do Chumba Queen.
So why? Okay, at that point, my thought process is, why didn't you just put the Chumba videos that you were doing from Chumba Casino on mystery slots?
So the reason why I didn't do that was because on mystery slots, once I stopped posting slot videos, I started doing other things that were not in the niche. I was playing video games. I was doing panels with friends, just fooling around. I wasn't putting real content out there. And I feel like that damaged my channel and messed up my algorithm. So I didn't want to, start new content in there and then try to get back in the algorithm. So I decided to just start fresh.
Okay. Fair enough. So with mystery slots now, what is that channel for you?
It's memory.
But here, a lot of people don't realize this. You have 2 channels and both of them are monetized. Right now you have one sitting, which is mystery slots. And it's gonna, if you guys don't know this and you do not post on your channel after you're monetized, I think it's for a year, they take your monetization away. So you got to stay active. 6 months? It's only 6 months. Well, 6 months. So if you're trying to take a break and you need to step away, just remember, if you have a monetized channel, you want to keep some content on there so you don't lose your monetization. And with you have that channel that it's coming close to where you might not get monetized on that anymore if you continue.
Well, I posted a short.
Oh, okay. So you are posting shorts to keep it active.
Yeah, another thing too is even if you just make a community post, it counts. So just by sharing myself out, it's still monetized.
Hey, there you go. Okay, so you do have mystery slots. It's still active. It's still monetized. Have you thought about plans to start getting more views on that channel as well, or do you have a plan for that channel?
I have, but to be honest, like right now, even on Chumba Queen, I'm not as active. It's just life change and a lot going on and stuff like that. So I don't want to start doing something that I can't commit to.
Okay.
So once I'm ready to be full on committed to mystery slots again, then I'll decide what to do with it and start.
Okay, that's a perfect segue into this. So You decided I'm going to do another channel, Chumba Queen. I'll post my videos from the online casinos, and I'll start doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take for that to get monetized?
2 months.
2 months. Now we're going to get into these details, and that's what I found fascinating is it only took you 2 months. And this is what I've been telling people all along. You cut your learning curve down by one, looking at other YouTubers that are successful, finding out tips from them, your own experience on YouTube, anywhere you could cut your knowledge, your learning curve down a little bit is going to help you with your channel getting to either 1K or growing your monetization. So it took you 2 months. Now, Gamblers Unknown had a great question. The name Chumba Queen, where did that come from?
So Chumba Casino, is Chumba
Okay.
Casino. I started playing Chumba Casino, and I would play, without recording. And it was during COVID. I did hang out a lot in Zoom with friends, to chat during the day and stuff because you can't leave your house. And which is another thing that I think we have topic to talk about is having that little community of people that you brainstorm with. So this was a group that were all complete different niches, and that's where the idea started coming. And they're like, "Hey, why don't you do Chumba Queen? You can be the queen of Chumba Casino." So that's where the name came.
The real Chumba Queen stepped up. Is that what
Stand
happened?
up.
Okay, so Chumba Queen, obviously, when you were thinking about it, did the name come into play for your YouTube channel?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay,
people
good.
looking up Chumba Casino, it helps that they found Chumba Queen as well.
Okay, so that's one tip right there, guys, is when you're coming up with a name, try and base it around something that people are going to search for. Chumba Queen's a good thing. Chumba Casino. I'm sure her name starts popping up a lot now. Now that she has a lot of subs, it's definitely going to pop up at the top of those lists when you start searching Chumba Queen. It took you 2 months to get monetized. Tell everybody the plan that you had when you started from Mystery Slots and you moved to Chumba Queen and you said, I'm going to start a new channel. Knowing everything you know about Mystery Slots, how did you put that together, and what were your steps that you wanted to do in order to get it monetized quickly and start Chumba Queen?
So when I started Chumba Queen, I told myself I'm gonna be prepared. So I had everything set up. I had my banner, I had my picture, I had everything set up, and I had videos recorded already beforehand, at least 1 month's worth. So what I did was I decided what day and what time I was going to post. And, I started, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3 times a week. And then I started doing it 5 days a week, and then I went to 7 days a week. So I kept it every single day, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and they were all scheduled out, a month ahead at least. And it just kept rolling, 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 and I got monetized in 2 months.
Okay, that's a lot of tips for channels that are starting out. One is, prepare yourself. If you guys need a banner or photos, or not really photos, but if you need a banner and pictures and designs, there's somebody in the chat right now, Gamblers Unknown. He does a fantastic job at all that stuff. Hit him up. He will help you develop that. If you're a new channel and you need something developed, hit him up. He will help you develop that. He's fantastic at doing it, and I think he even redid yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that one, Chumba Queen.
Exactly, the Chumba Queen one that's on the thing.
Yeah.
So you got your banner and everything ready because you learned from Mystery Slots. You want it to look professional, you want it to look nice, and you want it to be ready. Two, you prepared yourself with a ton of content that you scheduled out. Why schedule it out? Explain that.
So as any show that you watch on TV, it's on the same day at the same time, right? So you kind of want to put that same mentality with YouTube, because nowadays YouTube is TV. you know? So putting the same day, same time, people are gonna know, all right, 12:30, Chumba Queen's posting her video, I'm gonna watch it, you know? And the same thing with your live streams. Try to schedule that same day, same time, once a week or however often you go live.
Hey, I remember before the internet, and before cable TV and Netflix and all of that, if you wanted to watch Miami Vice, you had to be home at 8 o'clock on Friday night to watch the episode of Miami Vice. You might not know what Miami Vice is, but it's an old TV show
I
that was
do.
really popular, or one of those. So you had to be home, and YouTube is a TV show. They call it a channel for a reason. So it's your TV channel. And if you keep that in the back of your mind, you treat it like a TV channel. Keep consistently, the spring episodes are falling on this time, this day. And so people get used to watching it. So that's definitely a key, not only for retention, but keeping viewers coming back to your channel over and over again. That's a good point. What else after you posted all of your scheduled your shows all the way out? What else did that do for you?
Well, it definitely got me my hours and my subscriber stats.
Yeah, but it freed up time for you to develop more content, right?
Yeah, exactly. Scheduling it out, you know, it gave me so much breathing room that I didn't have to worry like, oh man, I gotta post a video for tomorrow, or it's almost, you know, time to post the video. I didn't get it, you know, like it's overwhelming. It's a full-time job. So if you can like set a day like once a week to just work on that, editing your videos and scheduling them out even for the week upcoming, that helps a whole lot.
And I'll speak to this point. Melly loves slots. She says I'm going to start posting my videos at a certain time and going live at a certain time as well. I think that's an excellent point. When you start scheduling your videos out, I know for myself, and putting these type of shows together, it's a little bit difficult, especially to schedule them out. I could schedule them out, yeah, fine. But doing the live shows, there's a lot of preparation that needs to be done for each show. I usually have a pre-interview with whoever my guest is, and then we talk about things. Then I write down questions and go from there. As far as my video goes, I try and schedule them out if I can. If I know I'm not going to have a guest on the show, I'll try and schedule them out. And that makes a world of difference, because right now I'm done scheduling out and I haven't made the time to schedule out the next week or the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So now I'm running around worried about, one, getting my guests, two, scheduling my videos, three, interviewing my guests. So if you schedule out your videos, at least bare minimum, at least 1 week, that gives you a week to schedule out the future week, and so on and so forth. So your time is your commodity there, and the more you could free up by scheduling, spending one day scheduling it out, is going to help you tremendously on the back end, and not to mention the stress level.
Right. Exactly. And the thing too about having a set schedule is, you know, YouTube, you cannot rely on YouTube for notifications. Sometimes you don't get them. So if you have a certain day and time that you're always posting, your viewers are already going to know that your video is expected to be out at that time. So that's another thing that, you know, helps.
So when you came to Chumba, um, let's stay on the topic of how you got monetized. Did you do your thumbnails? Well, obviously you did your thumbnails in advance, but how important are your thumbnails? And then what did you learn from Mystery Slots to Chumba when it comes to your thumbnails?
I'm going to be honest. I am the worst, the laziest with my thumbnails. I take like 3 minutes to do my thumbnails. I'm like, that's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. And thumbnails are important though. I'm not taking away from that. You know, thumbnails are important. You know, I especially like highlight what your video is about. If you have a big win or whatever, you know, with at least the Chumba Casino videos, you know, it's like epic win. So I'll always get, you know, the epic win and then do, you know, whatever to that thumbnail without showing the amount or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I just don't put a lot of work to that.
But okay, so you say you don't put a lot of work into it, but over time you developed a style of thumbnail, because I see it on your videos. So you do have templates that you use which makes it easier for you to do that. Again, you're cutting your time down by making those templates and then dropping in the words or whatever you need to do. Obviously, you have pictures.
No, I don't have
No?
templates. No.
Well,
so okay, so I don't know if everybody knows about TubeBuddy. Does anybody know? Do you know about TubeBuddy?
Yes.
Okay. So on TubeBuddy, if you add that extension to your Google Chrome, you could do your thumbnails directly from your video. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Oh, well, I got a lot to teach you. All right. So on Google Chrome, if you have TubeBuddy, so for instance, at least my Chumba Casino videos, those I'll use TubeBuddy, and it's so simple because when you go in and the description and your tags and everything for the video, where it says to upload a thumbnail, it'll say create a thumbnail for your TubeBuddy extension. So you click on that and you can get a still of your video. And then with that still, you go on to the next page and then you can add text and do whatever you want to it. And that's what I use mostly for my Chumba Casino videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what about your regular slot videos?
That I'll use Canva and I'll just, whatever I use. Yeah. And then just throw text on there in my picture.
Again, you already have pictures of yourself with the green screen and things like that. You could add into the thumbnail really quick and you're used to it. Somebody that's starting out, they might not have that same familiarity with either Canva or whatever editing software that they're using to produce their thumbnails. So over time it gets easier because you know it, right?
Right.
How about hashtags and titles? How are you at that? Because that seems to stump a lot of people as far as coming up with relevant titles that'll get them to the YouTube algorithm that's going to take them out there to the promised land.
I mean, when you're starting off, I think it's important to have the title, relevant to the video. Super grand chance jackpot on Dollar Storm, things like that. Not anything like what the bigger channels are doing because they already have huge following, so they can put whatever they want in their title because it's going to be seen. But if you want people to search up your video, I think it's important to have the title relevant to the video. So you want to make it towards the game, towards the winning, things like that. The tags, I have them defaulted, so I don't change my tags. I keep all my tags the same. So again, with TubeBuddy, TubeBuddy allows you to look at everyone else's channel and see what tags they have. So if you want to go look at a channel that's doing really well and see what kind of tags they're using, you kind of want to copy that. It lets you copy and paste, and that's it. I think it's okay as long as you don't use that channel's name, because sometimes they'll have their name in the tags.
Yeah.
But, you want to do, obviously, gambling, slot machines, lightning lane, dragon, whatever.
It's okay. If you want to use my name in your tags, please do, because that'll just get my videos ranked a little bit more. I would appreciate that. Slotmates is in the house. I saw Spin and Win Slots. I saw SoCal Girl. Thank you guys for coming in. Mama Yoshi's in the house.
Hey, everyone.
Yes, Slot Channel and Scratcher Channel supporter. Slotmates, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. Goldie Slots is in the house. Thank you. So all of Slot Bets, what's going on, bro? So making sure you treat it like a TV. You put decent thumbnails together, relevant titles, relevant descriptions, and tags. Those things all helped you get monetized on Chumba within a couple of months. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What about engagement on your videos? How do you keep people engaged with your videos?
I mean, to be honest, I feel like whoever's watching you is because of you, not because of the game, not because of what you're playing. A lot of people, sometimes do just want to see the game or whatever, but it's all about personality. So as long as you, stay true to yourself, be yourself, and have that energy and entertaining, I think that you can keep people engaged, and you can mix it up. It doesn't have to be all winning videos either. People like to see losses too. you know, I was asked to share losses, so I did.
I did too. Didn't do so good. Um, but question for you: what on your Chumba? Obviously, you were posting online videos, and you do live slot play, and then you do live slot play and videos. What does better for you on that channel?
Honestly, well, with Chumba Queen, I started with Chumba Casino only. I was only posting Chumba Casino.
Okay.
Then obviously the casinos reopened, and I wanted to go play. So a lot has changed, but you know, my most viewed videos, like that get views quicker on a daily, would be Chumba Casino. But if I get like a huge win, like massive orbs, that video is at like 106,000 views now. So it's hard to say, really. You know, you just never know what video is gonna go big.
Okay. So now we're going to get into something. Your channel's up for a while. You're monetized. I'm a new person. I'm monetized, and I got monetized in November 24th, and I was excited. I was like, yes, I'm monetized now. Now I could really start putting out some videos and keep things going, keep pushing things out. And I'm doing this from November 24th until February. When was our conversation? February like 22nd or something. I think we had a talk. You and me had a talk, and I was telling you, look, my videos don't get many views, guys. My videos do not get many views, and it's okay with me because I'm putting them out. I'm enjoying doing it. However, the revenue on those videos was really nothing. I wasn't getting anything. So I'm talking to Chumba about that, and I'm like, "Hey, how do your videos do so good aside from all of the massive views that you get?" She's like, "Well, what did you tell me?"
Are you putting your own ads in the videos?
And my answer was, "What? What?
No.
Putting what and
What?
where?
What is that?
What is that?" I just know, hey, monetization is on all my videos. I'm gonna click on it, and then I did that and clicked on it, and she goes, "Are you putting your ads?" And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So then she started explaining it. Go ahead and tell everybody what
So
that means.
this will definitely help a lot of the newer channels, because again, I didn't know much in mystery slots. You know, I learned on my own. So when you get monetized, it is really important. First of all, when you start posting on your channel, even before you're monetized, you want to have your videos at least 8 minutes long, at least. Because when you do get monetized, you're going to go back and monetize that video. And if it's less than 8 minutes, you can't put ads on that. So you want it to make at least 8 minutes long, 10 to 12, ideally, or more, you know. But yes, once you're monetized, don't let YouTube put the ads for you. Don't just click on monetization on your video and say, okay, it's done. No, you don't want to do that, because YouTube could literally put no ads, 1 ad, 20 ads. You don't know. So you want to control that. So when you go into that part, when you're uploading the video, you go to manually, what is it? Manually ads or something. Manually, there's a little blue line that says manually put your ads.
I think it is.
Yeah. So then it'll take you to the screen of your video, and this is where you can add your ads manually. So then you can do it by timestamp, or you can literally click on the timeline of your video. So typically what I do is I always put one in the beginning, I always put one in the end, and depending on the length of the video, I'll put one in like every 4 minutes or so. And then the other thing too is like there's different type of ads, which I don't know if you want to get into that yet, but that's another thing that
we do. But one of the points that the tips that you gave me, and I started looking at this on other channels too, and I was always wondering, how come their ads start right when they get a bonus? Does YouTube know how to put that ad there? And it wasn't. You have to actually go there and place the ads right where their bonus starts, right? So they could see a bonus starting and place that ad there. They may click through it, but they'll stay on your channel versus If there's nothing happening at that point and you have an ad there, then they'll just click off.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do that all the time. You know, it's because it's you want to put the ads where they're going to be like, no, I still want to watch, or not where I'm just going to click away because another ad, you know? So it's good to like, boom, you got the bonus, boom, ad.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so.
Exactly.
Anytime, Gamblers Unknown. I'm here for anybody who has questions. I'm happy to help. Like I said, it's so important to have, you know, a community, even if it's a small group of friends on YouTube, to, you know, bounce off ideas and advice and tips all the time. This is what I do with Tom all the time. We're on the phone and we're just brainstorming, or like you said, I just happened to tell him about the ads he didn't even know.
Exactly. So Spin and Win Slots wants to say, how many ads can you place in a 10-minute video?
You can place as many ads as you want, but you don't want to do that because then no one's going to watch it. They're going to be like, I'm not just going to watch a whole bunch of ads. And it also depends on what kind of ads you put, because you can put skippable ads, non-skippable, you can put the bumper ads, you can put the other stuff or whatever. So you want to do it in a way that it's not going to be obnoxious to the viewer either.
Okay. Thank you for coming in, Chris Patel. Chris and Loose Lots, thank you. Yo, Ange, I'm sorry I missed you. Lucido Scratching, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate it. So,
Yo, Ange, I just wanted to comment. You can do that with a live stream. You can go back to your live stream after your live stream and add ads as well.
Yes, Ange. And if you haven't done this yet, I suggest you go look at it, because when she told me about this, I went back and looked through the videos that were monetized. I had some 12-minute, 13-minute videos in there, and I didn't have any ads in the middle of the video. YouTube dropped nothing in there. And I'm still going back through my channel now and looking. They put an ad in the beginning and the end, but nothing in the middle. So I'm going back and manually adding those ads in. I don't know if it's a glitch or what happened, but I would go back and check all of your videos, make sure that you do have ads posted in there, and then you move them around to the right time, in the video that's going to benefit you. I would say it's going to take some time, but it's definitely going to be beneficial to you in the long run. I started doing it and I've already seen just a little increase, but it's only been a few weeks. So absolutely make sure you go back through your videos, especially if you're new to being monetized and you don't know a lot about it. Play around with it.
Yep.
The next thing we're going to talk about is the types of ads and analytics. Tell me about how you look at the analytics and decide what ads to go with. I know you're trying something out right now, and I would like you to let everybody know what you're trying out and how it's working so far for you.
I haven't really checked, but yeah, after speaking to you, and you know, because at the time that we were talking, I was looking at my analytics. So I noticed that overall, even if I checked my month by month, the most revenue I was receiving, which was over 70%, was through skippable ads, which is the ads that you have to watch for 15 seconds and then you can skip, right? Yeah. So with that, I was like, hey, why do I have these other ads for if I'm getting my most out of skippable ads? I might as well just put skippable ads. And you thought that maybe I would lose revenue, right? Because you're like, well, then you're not going to get the other ads. But that's not the case, because if you select only skippable ads, when you add the 5 ads that you put in your video, for example, it's going to be only skippable ads. It's not going to be the bumper ad in the bottom of your video, or you know, a non-skippable ad. So, you know, I switched it to only skippable ads as of March. So I'm going to keep an eye on it and see how much does that change my revenue.
Yes, Dougie Slot says every creator should have the YouTube Studio app on their phone. Most definitely. I agree with that, Dougie. MJ, true to you. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, MJ.
So,
Spanglish, you have my phone number?
So definitely make sure that you do that. Now, analytics is a whole new creature, because I'm still learning the analytics and I'm a data analyst. So I'm having a little bit of trouble because it's so objective to see these analytics. You could think of them one way when they actually mean something else. So I would encourage you to find out what you can about the analytics on your particular channel, and that will definitely help you increase everything from viewership to length of your videos to watch time, you know, even the revenue. Yeah, we are all amateur data analysts. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Gamblers Unknown.
Yeah. The other thing that I do focus on the analytics is the recommendation from YouTube percentage on the video and the channel. So that's one way to know like how well your video is doing as far as YouTube pushing it and recommending it. So when you go to the analytics under the video, you go under reach, and then you have to wait at least like 3-4 days after the video posted, obviously, like any video that has to update. And then on the right side, it's like a cone shaped thing where it tells you the impressions and all that stuff. Under in small letters, it'll say X percentage recommending from YouTube. That tells you right there if your video is being pushed and recommended by YouTube. So like my most viewed video right now is 106,000 views. My percentage on that is I think it's like 94% recommended YouTube because they're pushing it.
Wow.
So that's how you know too at the beginning if it's going to do good.
That's awesome. Chris Pentel, I'm the only one that pays $12 a month, so YouTube doesn't watch the
ad. I do too.
hey, bro, that's all good because they have revenue on our videos for people that pay to skip the ads. The YouTube revenue for that is a little bit lower, but still, thank you for that because that helps us out as well. And you pay for it too? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm mostly for music because I want to hear ads between songs.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna give YouTube a plug for that option, because if you are like me and you like to watch a lot of videos and you like to switch off and go to a different video, you could do that and still have that video playing in the background and look up another video.
I love that.
So that is a benefit to having.
You can even close the whole thing.
Yeah, you don't have to close the whole thing. You don't have to go in and out of the different lives. So
but don't get it to watch us, you guys, because then it pays less.
So with those analytics and paying, Chumba Queen, you're monetized now. You're educated. You're watching where your ads are being placed. What else can you do to make money on YouTube? Name a couple of other things. I know there's super chats, and some channels have super thank yous so that they could donate to your video as they're watching it, just like a super chat. I don't have that yet, but I think another ones do. Do you have these outside sources that you could put Buy Me a Coffee, which is another app that allows super chats or something like that. Sponsorships. Tell us about sponsorships and how that worked for Chumba Queen.
Well, sponsorships basically just, they reach out to you. I was sponsored by Play USA. They reached out to me after seeing, all my videos on Chumba Casino, and they gave me an offer and I ran with it. Okay. So that's pretty much what I did there. Yeah. Okay. You can get affiliate links. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do too with affiliate links. You told me about Amazon. Yeah. I didn't know about that.
Hey, I'll tell you guys, Amazon affiliate links, they're not difficult to get. But if you work them the right way, they can produce some money for you. Merchandise, your store shops, your merchandise for your t-shirts and everything else. Yes, Ange, you're absolutely correct. Memberships. My membership is coming out this month. Believe me. Memberships are one thing. I just want to make sure that I have something that is that's beneficial to everybody that watches the channel. I want to give something back, not just membership for my channel to grow monetization. I think it's an important thing that anybody that watches my channel and pays for a membership, they're going to get something sustainable or something that's worthwhile from the membership. Emojis and all of that stuff, that's all great, but I want to try and add a little something, a little Rhino Man twist to it. So that will be coming out pretty soon. But memberships are a good thing. Again, Amazon affiliate links, your merchandise, your t-shirt shop, your t-shirt stores. If you haven't checked out Teespring or some of the other ones, check it out. Gamblers Unknown, he's built up a Teespring store primarily around his Facebook Major Tasters group, and that merchandise is doing great. What kind of membership? What can I get?
What kind of merchandise? I want
you can get a
Spanglish
nose ring. Yes, I'll see about getting those out. DJ Starman69, what's up? Watching you while on the job site. Have a great live. Got to get back to work. Thank you for popping in, bro. Really appreciate it. You know, so we will. I'll check in. If I could get Spanglish nose rings, but I'm not too sure that's going to happen. But
I have a necklace. You want a necklace?
Wait, you want to get a closer look at it? I don't have a nose ring.
I don't know. Can you see it? Chumba Queen.
Okay, and that's available at her store. But you know, the merchandise, and getting back to the monetization, you don't make a lot of money on YouTube ads. You don't make a lot of money on super chats. You don't make a lot of money on membership. You don't make a lot of money on the store. You don't make a lot of money on the Amazon affiliate links. As a small channel, you don't make a lot of money on all of those things. However, if you start thinking about it this way, you make a little here, a little there, a little there, a little there. It starts to add up. So you got to make sure you expand all of your avenues to include all of those things eventually, because you're not working for right now. You're working for later on. You know, maybe a year down the road, a year and a half down the road. So Sister Yoshi wants to know, when is the Chumba Queen merch going to be available?
I don't know. I'll have my people talk to your people.
Randy the Slot Wizard. Chumba, I just want to tell you that you're gorgeous. You're a fantastic dancer, and you have an awesome channel. That is Randy the Slot Wizard.
Thank you, Randy.
So, yeah, so when you're talking about merchandise, it's a little bit of everything. Let's go back to before you're monetized as a small channel. Like, say for instance, myself, if I'm getting ready to get to the 1K and the 4K in hours, and a month before I hit a grand jackpot, do I post that on my channel to get me over the point?
Right. We talked about this earlier. Yeah, no. So if you have, like, I'm going to use Chris and Lou Slots as an example. I'm sure they're okay with it. So Chris and Lou had almost the same video I did with the massive orbs. We posted it almost at the same time. I think it was like a month apart. Okay. Their video is at 100,000 views too. But what happened? They posted it before they were monetized. So now all those views, they didn't get paid for. So if you have anything, again, you never know what video is going to do well. But if you have something like that, a good video, a grand jackpot, high limit major, 15 Buffalo Gold Head, you know, things that are like the video that people are looking for, save it until you're monetized and then post it, because you don't want to lose out on all that revenue, you know? So, I mean, my video luckily was after I was monetized, and I did pretty well on it.
So literally it was similar videos, but just one posted before monetization, one posted after. You made money on yours, they didn't make money on theirs. Wow.
But I'm sure that helped them get their hours.
But whose orbs were bigger? Just curious. Wanted to know. I did.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. There you go. Let's see here. We talked about engagement. We talked about treating your channel like a TV show. We talked about making sure that you're ready when you jump into it. Let's see, hold on. There's some questions here. Let's see. Great to know. I have a grand jackpot that I'm deleting now. Honestly, my Chumba video.
Why are you deleting it? Are you monetized? Yeah, my grand jackpot, it only has like 2,000 views. So but that doesn't mean it's not going to go anywhere, because my massive orbs, it didn't get 100,000 views overnight. So like I said, keep an eye on the recommendation percentage, and that'll tell you. If it's like above 30%, that's good. That means that they're pushing it. If it's below that, then it's not going to do well.
Okay, so that brings me to another point. You have that grand that you put out there, and there's two different thought processes to this. Do you put a new thumbnail, new title, and push it back out there?
I have never done that.
Okay.
I have never done that.
What about just changing the thumbnail and title?
I have done that. I don't know, honestly, if it ever did help, though, to be honest. Okay. I never like really kept track of it. I only did that because I was like, that's a crappy thumbnail. I need to update that, you know? But to change it because it's not doing well, I haven't done that. Okay. Then yeah. Yeah, save it for after you're monetized. Maybe it'll do well. Yeah.
So
I agree.
But the thought process is, I know myself, I put some thumbnails out there that, you know what, videos that should have gotten more than 100 hits, more than 100 views, you know, didn't, because I think I have a crappy thumbnail out there. So I'm going to redo those thumbnails and titles and put it, just leave it out there, but just change the thumbnail and title. I'm not going to repost a video. I might repost it in my community tab, like a Throwback Thursday or something like that, just to get more views on it. But I think the video itself is worth the watch. However, people aren't clicking on it because I did a crappy job with the thumbnail and the title sucks and everything else. So
yeah, it's possible because, you know, it's all about the impressions, right? It shows you on your analytics how many times someone's seen your thumbnail and how many times they actually clicked it. So that right there can tell you, yeah, your thumbnail sucks, you need to change it, or you're doing good. Because it's obviously it's going to catch your eye, the title and the thumbnail. So it's very important to have something good that's gonna.
Okay, so Joanne wants to know: do you watch the average views and shots for certain numbers?
Do you mean like, do you watch your average views and shoot for a certain number, like in the video per video?
Yeah.
Not really. Like I said, so I haven't been posting a lot recently, but when I was, I honestly wouldn't even pay attention to the views. I would just keep posting every day at the same time and just let the views come. If they watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. But I'm just going to keep posting every single day at the same time. And I was getting really good revenue for starting.
Okay, but that's on Chumba Queen. What were you doing as mystery slots?
I didn't know any better on mystery slots. So I don't even remember. I don't think I had a date or time. I was just posting whenever.
And you weren't looking at the views, or?
No.
You weren't even keeping track of that. Okay.
But it was doing pretty good at the beginning because I was getting like 1,000 views on my first videos.
Okay.
So had I continued, maybe, but I messed it up. I changed everything I was doing, playing different things, video games at home. So, and in TikTok, I was posting TikToks on there.
Yeah, I saw some of those. Those are pretty funny. So speaking, we're going to jump back to this because I really want to see you do something with mystery slots, where you have both. So I know sometimes the grind gets to you, especially if you have 4 kids and you're doing videos.
5.
Wow, 5. I must have miscounted there somewhere. So anyway, you're busy and the grind gets to you. It's hard to post videos at a certain time every day, but you just said it in this video. You have to schedule out your post to free up some time. And maybe you could repurpose that channel into something that fits more into your lifestyle now, as far as with your kids and whatnot. So you'll have two different genres or two different niches that would work out for you. Take everything that you learned now from Chumba and apply it to a different niche and see what happens there.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like a vlogging channel, you know, behind the scenes or whatever. I mean, I might do like a community post and ask everyone what they would like to see, what kind of content on there, and then go from there. But yeah, it's tough, you know, it's very time consuming. You know, I started working, I'm a single mother of 5 now, so that's why, you know, it's just, and traveling, so it's been tough. It's tough. It's a full-time job. I think Gambler Unknown had a question.
Broke Gambler Slots, thank you. What's the discussion tonight? We're actually recapping Chumba's journey from mystery slots, and then how she took 9 months to get that channel monetized, and then took only 2 months to get Chumba Queen monetized. What she learned between the two different channels she has, and the advice that she would give to another channel starting out, which is basically, I'll break it down like this: treat your YouTube channel like a TV show. Post consistently every day. Make sure that you have decent thumbnails, decent titles, and hashtags and everything in your video. And then watch your monetization once you get monetized. That's a breakdown of the whole show in a nutshell. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. JJ Slot Play, I just saw you come on in. Thank you.
Gamblers Unknown had a question.
Gamblers Unknown had a question. Let's see what that is. Did I miss him here? Oh, here we go. And how many of your videos have never had a recommendation section in the views? A lot of us don't get that on more than half of our videos. Yeah, I think I never get that, Gamblers.
What do you mean? You don't get the recommendation by YouTube on your analytics per video?
Yeah, and I think that's because of my mistake. My mistake being trying to promote my own videos, being on Facebook, for instance. I post my videos on Facebook. Hey, come and check this out. And I think that messes up the analytics for YouTube to start pushing out those recommendations. So I don't know if that's what's happening, or if I just have to let my videos be out there longer, or if I just have to change the titles and descriptions. Let's see.
Are we talking about the percentage that I'm talking about in the analytics? Because every single video should have that.
Hold on.
You want me to show where it's at?
Real 20s. It's also important not to get discouraged. Not all of your videos are going to do well. Just keep going. You are so right. And anytime I get discouraged, I go back and look at my first video. And that will not only cheer me up, but that will motivate me, because my first video was crap. And I look at where I've come from that point, and it's motivating. It's not discouraging anymore. But yeah, it does get discouraging, especially when you see other channels out there that have, you know, similar subscribers, and they're just getting monster views on their videos, and your videos aren't going anywhere. It doesn't really bother me. I just keep putting videos out. Sooner or later, maybe a video that I do put out is going to get pushed up, and that'll click. But recommendation on your analytics for, I believe it's reach.
Yeah, I can show you. Want me to share screen real quick and show it?
Sure.
I can show where it's at. Now, you can't see this on your YouTube app on the phone, if that's what you're talking about, Gamblers Unknown. Share screen. Let's see.
Let's see here. Hold on one second. Linda L. I'm trying to get mine started. This is really helpful. Hey, anytime you want to reach out to me at RhinoManSlots@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Linda. I hope I'm saying that right. I believe so. But yeah, just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you out and get things started for you. Yes, you're absolutely right, Dougie Slots. YouTube is a great way to go live before they may let you, because you could hook it up to your YouTube account and go live, even if you don't have the subs needed to go live.
I don't know if it's not letting me. Is it giving you an alert? Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. Follow these steps. Oh, I have to go to the
Pro
privacy.
Gambler Slot says, in the beginning, I used to get discouraged, but now I stay up at past 4 a.m. almost every night working on new and old videos.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a lot.
No, that's awesome, because it's telling him, he's saying it's paid off for the most part. I would be interested to talk to you, Bro Gambler Slots, about how that's paid off, changing your thumbnails, titles, hashtags, because I think that's something that everybody needs to know, that if a video is not working right one way, and I know Yoshi does this, he'll change up his thumbnails. If he doesn't like it, he'll change it up and he'll see an increase in views. Because a catchy thumbnail will definitely get you the clicks. Your personality will keep them watching. So there you go. It's just a matter of getting people to click on your video and getting it out there so people can see it and click on it. You're not able to share it? That's okay.
I would have to close the browser and reopen it to give the permission.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But it's on the view side. It's on the view tab, and I believe it's recommendations. Sometimes you get recommended or pushed out from either YouTube, where your sources are coming from. And, a lot of times I don't get the YouTube recommended there. It's something else. It's either external.
On the computer? No, you're looking at something else. See, that's not the spot that I'm talking about. You're looking at the analytics overall. I need to show you where. It's gonna bother me now. I'm gonna
Gamblers, thank you for bringing up this question, by the way. Really appreciate it.
So I'm gonna have to leave the studio and come back in.
Okay, no, I know where you're talking about. You're talking about your traffic sources, correct?
No.
Okay, so
actually, you know what I can do? I can do it on my phone.
How about advice on hitting your hours but not hitting your subs? So how would you help somebody out that has the hours, the 4K in hours, but hasn't hit their subs yet?
That's a tough one because on mystery slots, I was so focused on getting my 1K subscribers. I thought that's what I needed first. So I made the mistake of networking on YouTube mostly. I don't know if it's still a thing, but back then it was called Grow Streams, and you would go in there and everybody was like sub for sub. I actually met a couple of slot channels through there.
But don't do sub for sub, because that's going to kill you.
Don't. Exactly. Yeah, because then you get all the dead channels that don't watch you and they just sit there. And then the YouTube purge happens, when like a lot of people are saying, oh, I lost this many subscribers, or why did I lose this many subscribers? Because you have subscribers that are not watching you. They're not active, or they're dead accounts. Because I rarely lose subscribers. And that's because I'm not networking. On mystery slots, I lost subscribers like crazy too. And that's why. So, I mean, to get to 1K, it's tough. It's tough. But, the hours are tougher, I think, honestly. So you'll get your 1K eventually. Just, keep posting consistently, and, you go into other slot channel live streams, and they help out a lot too. That that helps a lot, when you go into slot channels live and they're like, hey, let's get this person to 1K. I love that. But
And
you
I
got to
would
make sure
add
it's
this.
people that's going to watch you.
Here's the thing that I would add that would help you out quite a bit. If you are a channel that you've been around for a little bit, go into Facebook or reach out to people that are in the chats, in the live streams, and try and brainstorm with some of them, either on Messenger or on Facebook or in the chats, whatever. Try and connect some way where you guys could keep in touch, even if it's in email form. Throw ideas at each other, ask for help, because the communities. The community is a great community, and everybody will help everybody else out for the most part. There's a lot of channels that really won't, but for the most part, you get in with a group of people, even if it's 5 or 6 or 4 or 3 people, you could toss ideas back and forth. You guys will start helping each other out, and you'll find that you're going to start getting subs just because you started in a relationship online with another group of people that are in your same niche, and it'll help you grow.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't have to be the same niche either. It's just, you want to get organic followers that are going to watch you at the end of the day, because
Exactly.
you go into a lot of live streams and you only see slot channels, and that's great and everything that people support each other, but you want real viewers, you want real people that are sitting there watching. Slot channels are so busy with their own channel, they don't have time to be in everyone's live stream either. So you want real viewers.
Here's the point. Slot channels are doing their own thing as well. You need viewers. I wouldn't go into like Gamblers Anonymous meeting and start dropping your wristbands. That wouldn't be good. But you do want to find people that have that same gambler mentality, that they like watching videos, they like gambling, they like doing the same things. What I did when I started looking around on Facebook, I started Googling which countries have the most gamblers: Australia, Singapore, those. And I started going into groups on Facebook on there and interacting with those groups there, which brought some viewers over to my channel from that.
That's good. Yeah. You're promoting yourself that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I would do Google searches around gambling, casinos, Vegas lifestyle, that type of thing, and try and connect with groups in those communities and those Facebook groups and see what happens. See, Gamblers Unknown, 25% of his viewers come from Australia. Australia is a huge gambling place. Hey, and I believe Australia is where Aristocrat has an office at. So
yeah.
Dragon Link, there you go. There you go. Big gamblers down there.
It's funny that you brought that up, because not too long ago, my daughter came up to me like 6 months ago, and she's like, let's Google you. Let's Google Chumba Queen. I'm like, okay, let's Google Chumba Queen. So we Google Chumba Queen and go to the images, right? And I'm looking, I see my thumbnails and everything. And then I'm like scrolling more and I see my thumbnails, but then I look at the link and it wasn't YouTube. And I was like, what is that? And there was like 5 or 6 different links, and it would take you to a website in Indonesia, Australia, different countries that had my content. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? Like, I was like, are they stealing my stuff? No, because you would click and it would take you to my YouTube. So I was like, all right, thank you. That's promoting me free and stuff. So you never know where your stuff is going to land. And that's how they find it.
Hey, the exercise, guys. Go Google yourself, see where your videos are landing, because especially if they're landing in Singapore and Australia, you're doing good. Keep that up, whatever it is. Cindy A, I subbed already. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cindy A, if you notice the banner, that is you, girl. You are the channel supporter of this episode. We really appreciate it. Thank you for coming in.
Get the hands.
Anyway, we've been on here an hour and 10 minutes. I want to thank you for all of your information. I want to continue to pick your brain and ask you questions And if you have any more, I'd like to find out how that's working with you with the skippable ads only that you placed on your videos. I'll check back in and give everybody an update then. Guys, for this week, I will be having a video drop tomorrow. Friday, I may be going live. I will be on the road. I'm waiting for my permission from the Arizona casino to see if I could go live from there. Saturday, Sunday, either videos or live. I am going to interview a gentleman in Arizona that has he whittles statues, and they are very intricate and awesome. I'm hoping I could get an interview with him. It'll be pretty cool. He's an older gentleman, John Smith, not the original John Smith, but his name is John Smith. Hope I could get him on and do an interview with him live. That would be very interesting. But until next time, guys, hey, let the good times roll. Chumba, thank you. Appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me.
I really do.
Appreciate it.
I'm sure you helped out quite a few people in here.
Yes, and the news that came in, make sure you rewatch this because this is a lot of information for newer channels that were just monetized. So you'll want to watch it.
Hey, and what else just came in? Grand opening is tomorrow. Thank you, bro.
Yay! Tacos.
Yay, tacos are coming.
Congratulations.
Okay, guys. Next time, let the good times roll. Peace.
Much love and much luck. Peace out.
Bye.